Alright, I'm making another video on that Trailmaster Challenger 150X. A little Chinese side-by-side. Not many videos on this. It's actually a really cool side-by-side for a youth. You can go check out the other video I put on all the features, and it's pretty sweet. We've had about 450 pounds in it and 28 mile an hour, no problem. I've noticed there is not many maintenance videos. There's really no videos on it at all. There's a couple review type videos on it, but we're gonna make some maintenance videos. We just broke the break-in. You're supposed to do it at 10 miles. I'm at 19. Write it down on the back. You know, it talks about your break-in period, what you're supposed to do after 10 miles. Then like the oil is a 10W40 full synthetic. You're gonna do that every 300 miles or every 6 months. Talk about your gearbox oil. I'm gonna make a video on that too. I have to do it also. Supposed to do it at 10 miles for the break-in, but like I said, we're almost at 20. But you're gonna use the AGL synthetic. I'll show you what I ordered, put links to that. I got it all on Amazon. I think it was 19 bucks for 2 quarts of oil and a quart of the gear oil. But it don't take quite 2 quarts of oil, and it don't take a whole quart of gearbox oil either, but you're supposed to do that every 250 miles, and then oil change every 300 miles. But I apologize, we just moved out here. I do not know where my tripod is, and I don't know where my jack is, so I do suggest you don't do this. I actually just drove it on some blocks. Like I said, I'm gonna make one on the gearbox oil. You got your drain plug underneath there. Right where you see that blue dot, that's your fill plug. Alright, so we're going to change the gear oil on a Trailmaster Challenger 150. If you missed the video, we just changed the oil on it. There wasn't many videos on YouTube about these. Pretty cool little youth side-by-side. Again, on the oil, uses a 10W40 on the gearbox oil. You have to have a synthetic AGL. I got the Polaris AGL full synthetic. Back on manual, I got it written. We just finished the break-in. Takes 20.3 ounces of AGL. Then after this break-in period, it's good for 250 miles. Then the oil's good for 350. But there's a couple little glitters in the oil, so probably gonna push it to 100 miles. I'm gonna change it again. Actually give it a flush while I'm draining it. See, the drain plug is at the bottom of the gearbox where I just showed you, and then the fill hole, actually I already have the bolt out. It's here on the right side. The manual says the left side, but it's actually, if you're looking at the tail lights, it's the right side. It's the passenger side. You'll see a little blue paint dot on it. These are both 17 millimeter. All the drain plugs and fill plugs are 17 millimeter. So the purple is just a few ounces of the Polaris AGL. I poured in there to flush it out because this stuff's really thick. One thing you will need is some type of spout, either a pump system where they make spouts that go on your gear oil cans, or funnels with these on them. I went and got this one at AutoZone. It's like $5. It's got a little measuring thing on it, but honestly, I could use one a little bit longer than that one because that fill hole is basically horizontal. So a normal funnel, since the fill hole is horizontal, a normal funnel like this, you're not going to get nothing poured in there. So you definitely need something like this to reach down in there so you still have gravity to pull it in. A little over 20 ounces poured in here, and what's good about this is you just twist it and it'll start flowing. But did notice the cap on this is a little bit too big, so I'm gonna have to hold it there pretty tight so I don't make a mess. Just gonna put this fill plug back in. I actually put 22 ounces. You know, it says it takes 20 ounces, but you should be able to see it at the top of this fill hole. And I stuck a Q-tip down there, never felt it. And on the side, there's actually a stamping It says 0.75 liters. That's about 25 ounces. So I'll put 22 in it. I already got everything put up, but I may check it again in a couple days, because maybe when it warms up, it'll probably rise. But if it doesn't, then I'm gonna put 3 more ounces in there and make it that 25 ounces and see if I can get it to the top of that fill line. I'm just crank it down. Torque specs are in the manual, but just hand tightening. Wiped off the drain plug. Just gonna start it. I'm gonna let it run for a little bit, then we're gonna check for leaks. All right, so I'm just gonna let this run for a while. I'm gonna drive a couple laps, then we'll come back, see if it's leaking. Probably won't do that on camera, but basically if it leaks, then you need to tighten your nuts up and see where it's coming from. I just changed the oil. I need to run some laps in it anyway, check that oil again, see if I need to add any oil. Thanks for watching. There's tons of other maintenance things on these. They actually have disc brakes. They have adjustable shocks. If you guys want to see anything else on these, if you're thinking about buying them, just hit a comment down below. I did make a video on all the features that the deluxe model has. Got turn signals, hazard signals. It's got an LED light bar. That's actually pretty bright at night. The little bulbs for the headlights are not bright at all, but at night this is definitely bright. It lights up everything in front of you. It's got brake lights, turn signals in the back as well. So, yeah, just hit a comment.